Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to I was thinking I should have worn a Star Wars hat. Welcome to another experiment. I'm hoping that the intro was sufficiently bad enough that Disney won't sue me for copyright. So, welcome, my friends. You're probably wondering what this is. It's just a bit of fun. It's another sort of player experiment, but with a little bit of twist, right? Let's have a look what's going on. So, this is the first season. We have... I like the way he's cut his name off. We have 3 players. We have Master Yoda, Luke Skywalker, and Darth Vader. As you can see, these are at 3 very different clubs. We've got Stuttgart in the Bundesliga, Aston Villa in the Championship, and Master Yoda is Atalanta, speaking English, Atalanta in the Serie A. Right, so, and the reason I picked these teams was they had a very similar... youth coaching, training, setup, reputation-wise, they're all very, very similar. And they are, despite them being on very different values and very different contracts, because the game just gave that to him, they are, in essence, the same player. They are all attacking playmakers, advanced playmakers, attacking midfielders, advanced playmakers. As you see, look, there's Darth Vader. As I said, they are identical. I was thinking about making Yoda really short and stuff like that, but that's just more of the fun stuff, right? So we've got Darth Vader, we've got Luke Skywalker. They're all Spanish as well. I wanted to make them all from a nation that they don't start in, because I want to see if they end up migrating to teams. And I also haven't made them like the best players in the world. They're not, it's not the next Lionel Messi or anything like that. I've given them all 20 leadership because, they are good leaders in their own right, I'd say. But weirdly, Master Yoda, I think this might be a heightist issue. Even though I gave them identical, I literally copied the players in the editor and had exactly the same. His attributes have dropped down one. I think it's a heightist issue. They're all 2-footed. They're all young attacking midfielders. Very strange that. I went back in and checked, and it's identical, but it's not a big deal. Yoda's got to start from a deficit, which, in essence, if you're a footballer that was 2 foot tall, you probably would start from a deficit. So the idea is we're just going to track their careers as they go through. Are they going to join up? If we look at the information, they're all identical in every way. So whether some of them will take on the nationality of the country they're in, if they stay there long enough, if they get in the first team, what sort of careers. I want them to meet up somewhere in Spain, probably, because they're all from I was going to say they're all from Spaniards. Yeah, they're all from Spaniards, so hopefully they'll meet up in Spain. I'm hoping we have some real fun with this. I'm very much looking forward to it. I feel like Yoda's cheating a bit. Look, he's the highest valued and by far the highest paid player out of the 3, and he is the shittest version. So this is the game. So what we're going to do in this episode, we're going to go ahead a couple of seasons, a season at a time. We're going to go ahead, see what they're getting on, see if they're transferring out, if they're getting game time, if they're improving, and all that sort of stuff. I made it quite easy to sort of see where they're improving because I gave everybody basically 5, 10s, and 20. Right, so his stamina snuck up to 6. You're cheeky, Luke. You're cheeky. Must be all that lightsaber training. Right, okay. Let's go ahead. 1 year and see what's going on. Right, here we go. End of season 1. Haven't looked. Let's check them together. I think they're good enough. They're at good enough clubs that they won't immediately get picked up by the big boys. I don't think that's going to happen. Like when you get a Wonder Kid youth and they're immediately snapped up. So I'm going to assume they're all there, just starting to develop nicely. Come on, Yoda. I'm cheering on Yoda because he's kind of like the underdog now. So we're cheering on Yoda. Player shortlist. They are where they're supposed to be. Okay, they've all got new contracts. Obviously, they've got full-time contracts. How's money-wise? Yoda's he's smashing it, 500 quid a week. Their values have gone up a little bit. I don't expect them to get first-team football. Looks like they're retraining positions as well. Okay, Luke Skywalker is also training to be a central midfielder now. He's played 10 games in the under-23s. I'm assuming he's played like nothing in proper football, so to speak. We've got no Spanish under-21 caps. I was going to say English. Brilliant. But he's played plenty of games. He's averaging... he's not so good. Let's go in total. 61 games, 8 goals, 5 assists, 3 yellows, no man of the match, and he's averaging 6.69. But he's getting plenty of game time, right? We've got fairly professional. We'll keep an eye on player traits as well, because that's going to be interesting to see what they design him. But the big thing is that they're moving him into a more central midfield role. Right, as you'd expect from Luke Skywalker. Okay, Master Yoda, what you got? What you got, mate? Looks like they're training him to be a striker with 5 finishing. Okay, you do whatever you like, Atalanta. Here we go. So he's played... Oh, what's that? What's the Tim Cup? Is that like the FA Cup in Italy? Is it? He might have actually played at like a proper game of football. The Youth Invitational. He's only played 37 games, 1 goal and 3 assists. Even worse record. Pretty shit average. But he's actually had a game of something. Is that like a League Cup? I'm sorry, my Italian football knowledge is non-existent. But yeah, that looks like a proper cup and stuff. Okay, I wasn't expecting it first season, so I'm pretty pleased with him. He's back up to 10s. I think that was probably a minor thing. He's off the ball's gone to 11. His composure's up to 11. We've got strength up to 7. That's going to go up on all the players quite rapidly because they're just getting older. We didn't look at Luke Skywalker to see how he's getting on. Oh, we got a few 11s. First touch, free kick taking. Passing's got up to 12. Might be something that they're working on. Penalty taking's 11, technique 12. There's a few that I might have changed here, but not changed, but might have not changed, and I've not noticed, or changed, and you know what I mean. But he's improved quite a lot. And then Darth Vader bringing up the rear. First touch is up to 12. He's played 27 games, 1 goal, 9 assists, which is pretty good. They're also developing him as a central midfielder. For Stuttgart, which is interesting. Like I said, I didn't want to make these 2 guys too good. They do have very good potential, but obviously they've got to do a lot of improving to get there. But his preferred foot's gone to the right. I did make them all either. Is Yoda the only 2-footed one? He's cheating. Yoda. What are you doing, Yoda? Okay, so that's fair enough. Yoda started worse, but it's apparently 2-footed, despite copying over exactly and just changing the names. Amazing. Right, but I'm pretty happy with that. I think they're all getting plenty of young football. Young football, that's a thing. They're developing nicely. I'd say Luke Skywalker's probably developing the best. Because, he learns so fast, didn't he? Like, 1 week he's moisture farming, and the next week he's slicing stuff off. Right, there we go. I'm such a Star Wars nerd. Right, let's go on to the end of the year 2, and we'll see how they're getting on. Right, here we go. Interesting things, I think, to look at this episode. Are they edging, getting a few more maybe League Cup games, or something like that? Or the big thing is, do they go out on loan? I think that'll be an interesting one. So let's have a look. Oh, hang on. We have movement. Stuttgart are apparently not in a league anymore, which is interesting. 2 of them are on there. Yoda's like working out. He's playing for Ravenna. I'm assuming a loan? Yeah. So this is a loan move, but he's getting games in the league. I have no fucking clue where Ravenna are. Not got a Scooby-Doo, my friends. They are from... There's probably somewhere really obvious that I'm not looking. I'm just going to look at where most of the players are from and go from there. They're in Italy. Okay, they're in Liga Pro Girone B. I've pronounced that spot on. But that's really good. I think that's a really great move. I think a loan is fantastic for him. We'll compare them actually as well. But he's developing all right. Got some 12s in there. He's doing all right. He's learning the central midfield. Ravenna have realised, actually, no, he's probably not the best striker in the world, so maybe we should just retrain him as a central midfielder. That's what they're doing. But he's having a lovely time. Okay, no goals and assists, but, still take it. Luke Skywalker, he's at Aston Villa. He's played 2 games in the Championship. 3 games, in fact. Nice. And 1 in the League Cup, which he scored in. Oh, it's a penalty. What's his penalty taking? 12. Okay, yeah, I'll take that. 42 games overall. He's valued at, £33,000. Look at that. Okay, the average ratings. Don't look at that. Don't worry about that, right? It's just improving. We'll do a comparison between the players in a little bit more. But so he's continuing to learn central midfield spot. I imagine that's where they're going to play him. And then Darth Vader's on a Stuttgart. A Stuttgart in a league which they must have got relegated? Or no, this is Stuttgart 2, isn't it? This is their baby team. That's what they're called, isn't it? Baby teams. Unless they've really gone downhill. Yeah, this is their B team, isn't it? Okay, that makes more sense, right? They got a B team. That could be interesting to how they're developed, because we've got some massive improvement for Darth Vader. That is very, very good. 14 first touch, 14 composure already, 13 decision-making, 13 long shots, 12 passing. Physicals are looking good. What's the sort of value and everybody on? So 30k and 40k. If we compare Yoda with Skywalker, we're going to see who's the best. Why are these colours so similar? Blue is better. So Skywalker is ahead of Yoda, but Yoda's getting first-team football at another team. And then Darth Vader will compare with Skywalker. And the green, I think it's probably because these yellow glasses don't help. I'll say Darth Vader's a little bit better. Physically, Skywalker just edges it, but most of the other things and vision, but technical, attacking and speed, Darth Vader, you wouldn't have thought about Darth Vader for speed, but apparently he's pretty nippy. You'd think he'd get weighed down a little bit, but, you know, by the whole outfit and stuff. But apparently he's a pace merchant. 13 pace, 13 acceleration. Right. I think next year is going to be very key to their future. They're getting to 19 years old at the end of next year. And so I think they need to start looking at maybe first team football, not necessarily full time, but getting some first team football games regularly for their teams. Maybe another loan move would be good. I think Luke Skywalker would be prime for like a loan move to a League One side or something like that and play regular football for a year. None of them, I don't think any of them have got youth caps yet. I don't know if any of them will be good enough to get youth caps. No, okay, so they're all level, because they're fighting for the same spot in the youth side as well. That's the problem. They're all the same position. Right, there we go, my friends. End of the first video. Thank you very much for watching. So I'm going to plan to do this experiments twice a week now. So I've updated my schedule. There's a link to my current schedule in my description of the video. So we're going to be doing it twice a week. I can't actually remember what days I set to do experiments. That's awkward, isn't it? But it's going to be twice a week, so once we've done this, we're going to follow these guys' careers, maybe if they even go into management, and then what we'll do, next episode, we'll try and get through 5 or 6 seasons. But then what we're going to do is do some other fun experiments and stuff. You're welcome to leave suggestions in the comments below. If you did enjoy this video, consider hitting that like button. If you're new to the channel, go and check out the other videos. We've got some great series going on, so make sure you subscribe and all that good stuff. Hit the little bell icon so you get notifications and shit like that. That's what the YouTubers say, isn't it? Anything else? No. Can't think of anything. Right. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.